Oh, it's a 3, 2, 1.
Contact.
Oh. I really look like I need a tan, Roger.
Yeah, you do.
Do you guys like my name?
Everybody needs a tan in the wintertime.
I don't.
All right. So the reason why we're doing this.
I never need a tan.
I do.
Can we talk about what we're doing this for?
Sure. What are we doing this for?
I'm hungry again.
I'm hungry too.
We're talking about current things that are going on in society in our lives that we maybe
social media
share. And I said the thing that challenges me the most in my life is social media, like i.e. Twitter or Facebook, Tumblr or whatever, because I feel like
it's a big deal with Tumblr.
I don't know.
You can't even leave a comment. All you can do is I like.
I don't know
what
is
Tumblr?
It is.
Isn't it like all photographs?
Yeah, well, it's just a blog kind
Before
of thing.
Before we get too sidetracked, my point is that
you get to it.
My point is that
still not there.
I don't like it because I feel like we have to.
I want $2.
I feel like it's too much information. Like, why do we need to know what's going on every minute of someone's life? Or why do we have to follow? Why do we feel like we have to follow someone around? Like, who are we? Why? Why do you have to follow somebody?
It's just like, why do you feel like you have to watch this video?
Exactly.
It's a minute and 34 seconds in, and you're still listening to us. Shouldn't you be cooking? I mean, your husband is hungry. Your girlfriend, she's hungry. Your boyfriend.
You listen to our black asses talk about our own opinions. You know what? Just like an asshole. Everybody has one. But you know what? The thing is, I'm talking about how I hate it, but I'm doing it. It's like
we're guilty of it.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to fucking do.
You can't crawl into a hole and just disappear.
And I don't.
You have to keep up with the time.
And I like being in front of a camera. I'm not gonna lie.
I enjoy it.
I am. But I'm also very like. But I'm also very like. You're making me lose my train of thought.
Ebony.
I don't even care anymore. I don't care. You can talk about whatever you want.
Perfect harmony. Ebony.
I'm just kidding.
You sure it's recording now?
It is recording.
Not recording, but you sure the mute's not on this now?
No, it's not. It's all on. But I agree with you, Eric.
I just don't want, if you're out there.
Come back up.
If you're out there watching this.
Because your brightness comes.
Let me get down here. I just want to make sure that if you're out there in cyber world and you're watching this, I just want to make a point that if you're watching other people's lives, and can everybody just shut up for a second, please? So I can get out my fucking point.
There's nothing in my hand.
You still haven't said anything.
Because you guys don't shut up. All right, anyway. If you're out there watching people's lives and following people around and it makes you feel insecure, it makes you feel like everybody's life is so fabulous and it's like, what the fuck am I doing? Don't put too much weight on that because everybody glamorizes their lives and nowadays everybody takes a picture of the most amazing 5 minutes of their lives and post it as if that's their everyday life. I mean, if your life is fabulous, that's great. But if it isn't, don't worry too much about that. Just focus on yourself and what's good in your life, and it will relieve some of the stress. I can't even make a fucking point.
You made the point.
Try to help anyone because you guys are idiots.
You made the point. You made your point.
I don't care. I don't even care.
Social media is not for everybody. You don't need to spend your whole days watching everybody else's things going on. You should watch scripted television and scripted movies.
Or our stupid ass videos.
Like Finding Me. No.
Oh yeah, or I'm sorry, it was a fake station. Like Finding Me.
Dumbass.
I'm sorry. I have ADD.
Like Finding Me and Finding Me Truth.
Like Finding Me Truth.
Yeah. Dumbass. Gone.
How do you zone out that fast, ladies and gentlemen? I surprised myself.
But
see, you keep losing your train of thought too, because we ain't talking about shit. We ain't talking about shit. We just want to make a video.
If you've watched this video at this point, which is
almost 5 minutes, you crazy too.
You could be feeding your children, your boyfriend, your girlfriend,
or reading
yourself.
a book. I haven't read a book in a long time.
Nobody's reading books anymore. People are listening to audiobooks now. I've actually thought about.
Do you think that's going to make people dumb?
I think it is.
Because you're not even using your brain anymore for anything.
Because
you don't have to think anymore. No. Google is your brain.
You're just listening to it.
Look at video games. Video games are keeping you inside the house because people are like exercising with
video games. So I want to.
Yeah, but I think audiobooks are even worse because all you're doing is listening to it. You're not
working your brain,
and you're not using your imagination. Well, you are still using your imagination, but you're not reading.
But you're not reading. You're not working your brain.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny when I grew up in Florida, and when I was in Florida as a kid, when I was a kid, it's like I used to be able to go outside and play with my friends. I went back to visit my mother.
But it doesn't even go back that far because I did it too.
That was the 60s.
I went back to Florida. I went back to Florida to visit my mother. I'm like, I looked outside. It's like there's nobody.
No, they even did that in modern day too. Go outside. We used to go outside too.
But nobody goes outside anymore. Even that commercial on television, it's
not safe. Hide your wife, hide your kids. It's not safe.
The mother comes up to the son and is like, I thought you were gonna play with your friends, and he was like, I am. And he's playing video games with his friends.
If you in the hood and you can't, if you in the hood and you can't afford video games, stuff like that, you're outside. You're playing outside, but you're throwing rocks at people's cars or some dangerous shit like that, which you shouldn't be doing. What we were doing the same thing.
I was going nigga knocking. I said that's so bad. That sounds bad. But we used to go knock on people's doors and run and watch the behind cars.
What did you call it?
Nigga knocking. And we didn't know what that meant back in the day. We just called it that, but we didn't know what it meant. And then one day, somebody was like, don't say that. Don't call it that. And we're like, what? And they told us the meaning behind it. And it was bad, but we were the little bad black kids.
It's called nigger knocking.
Nigger knocking, where you run to somebody's door, knock on it, and run.
I was watching this clip on World Star Hip Hop the other day. This Indian guy was knocking on the door.
I hate that word, and I've never heard the game called.
I'm from Maryland. That's what we used to do.
I was watching this thing on World Star, right? This guy was knocking on somebody's door, running.
Are these force cleaning my penis?
And then finally, he knocked on the. Excuse me, niggas talking here. Finally, he knocked on the door. This guy was innocently walking by. The guy opened the door and beat the shit out of him. I had no clue.
That's what you get.
What happened?
Okay, let me tell you something that I used to do. And I
if you
know
were
this
listening,
is wrong.
You would have heard
this is wrong. Oh, okay, imagine an overpass and a highway underneath. We used to take rocks and drop them.
Well, it's better than a goddamn shopping cart.
or turkey. You ever did turkeys?
That's not turkey? Funny.
You ever did a frozen turkey?
You dropped the shot of a shopping cart.
You didn't hear the story at Target? The lady was like critical, almost died. It's not. No, this is a true story, Roger.
Wait, someone was driving down the street.
No, she was shopping, and there were, they have the overpasses. Teenager, the lady was walking with her child, threw the cart over, and the cart hit her in the head.
Oh my!
This is a fucking true ass story. The lady's like still in the hospital.
But there are people like you doing that.
That's like life threat. Can you imagine a cart?
But Roger, you doing that? You dropping rocks over through an overpass? Imagine your car going 50 miles an hour.
You're the devil.
And you hit into this rock.
You are the devil.
That's gonna kill you.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's not funny as a kid. But as a kid, what you're doing is you're processing through your mind. Is the rock gonna? It's not even you're having fun. Is the rock gonna hit the car?
You're trying to hit the car and hide.
No.
Away with it.
For me, it was is the rock gonna hit the car? But you weren't thinking about the consequences because you don't know how to drive.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
You're not thinking 2 steps ahead. You're just thinking about the moment.
The moment itself and not what could happen. So I mean, it is wrong, but sometimes you have to look at the innocence that comes behind the ignorance that comes behind it.
Mm-hmm. That's because your mama is not home, or your mama.
No, because my parents were there too, and my parents are pretty strict. And I still it's because you're a child. Your frontal cerebral hasn't fully developed, so you're not making proper adult decisions. You're just thinking in the moment. You're a child. That's what being a child is. That's why you need adults.
Yeah.
But you're gonna rebel no matter if you have Obama as your father. Like you're gonna.
I was an innocent,
like a child.
I was an innocent child.
That's because you were sick.
This video is going to end very soon. I'm not going past 10 minutes.
No, just because I was always sick in the hospital, that don't mean,
That's why, but I'm sure.
We used to play with sticks and stones.
Well, it's
like,
okay.
You know what we used to do?
60s.
You got to improvise.
He was brought up in the 60s.
Yeah, we did that. I remember in Jamaica, my mother sent us American football and a baseball glove. And me and my brother had it, and we were like, what the fuck is this? It's like, we were literally taking the football, putting it in the glove and playing with it. Like, we were trying to bounce it. It would go that way. We were trying to
Are you serious?
We didn't know what it was. This is Jamaica, okay? We play with soccer balls. We never had no damn baseballs or footballs.
They're trying to bounce a football.
Hey, put your hand up. Let me see.
I have big hands.
You do have big hands.
You know what else? You want to see what I have that's big?
No.